Thus all was plunged into the riddling night. Thus all is raised to meet a dazzling sun. Now she has summarized the whole of a speech of 61 sentences into a single one sentence. All that she has been talking, she has summarized in these two lines. All was plunged into the riddling night. Involution. Thus all is raised to meet a dazzling sun. Evolution. She has summarized her whole speech in these two sentences, you see. Of course, thus you have to go back to the whole argument, to the entire argument, you see. If we had to start the whole of Savitri's argument, we could begin with these two sentences, these two lines, by saying, all was plunged into the riddling night, all is raised to meet a dazzling sun, and then follow the whole speech. You could bring, without this thus, these two lines right at the beginning and read the whole thing, you see. She is going to then elaborate by saying that thing. But I can't do that by simply deleting thus. I can't bring these two at the beginning of her speech. Because metrically it is short of a syllable. This all was planned into the riddling night. See, that's 5 feet. So you have to say, all was thus planned, all was how do I say? I mean, if you want to bring it earlier, you have to supply one more syllable somewhere. See? Well, I can say like this: all was plunged into the great riddling night. All is raised to meet a great dazzling sun. Then metrically it is perfect. All was plunged into the great riddling night. All is raised to meet a great dazzling sun. You could bring that thing then forward, you see. So this is now she has kind of summarized her argument and she is now addressing, apotheosizing death, directly telling him, "O death, this is the mystery of thy reign." She is saying that it is your reign, your governance, your rule, your world. Why it is like that, etc., etc., etc. She has given the whole sequence of operation. All was plunged into the night, all is raised to the sun. This is the mystery of your existence, of your being there. The fulfillment of your presence is for this purpose. Mystery of thy reign. Actually, it is not, she says it is not God's mystery, it is not God's reign, it is your mystery.
Referring to what?
That's mystery.
To this, yes, but she is speaking about this two lines before.
Yeah, all this, see, now these two lines summarize the whole of her argument.
Okay.
These two lines means they have taken care of whatever she has said in those 61 sentences. Now she says, this is the mystery of everything has plunged into the night, everything is coming up towards the rising sun. That is the mystery of your existence, of your creation, of your being there. Why you are there for? What are you there for? You are there for this purpose. You have a role. At the moment, it looks as though You are playing a negative part. But basically, truly speaking, the purpose, the objective of your existence is to raise and meet the dazzling sun. Now, thy reign is very important. She is finally attributing the whole process, the whole creation to death. It is death who is promoting this. Involution has taken place, evolution will take place. It is your reign which is promoting all this thing to happen. Because of your existence, your presence, this thing will happen. In other words, death is really the instrument for the divine manifestation in the present condition. In the Indian tradition, this earth, where all these things are happening, all us plunge into the riddling night, all race to meet a dazzling sun. Where? On the earth. Everything is happening on the earth. Earth has been created as a specific center of activity with this thing in mind, with this intention. Earth is the center. And the ruler of this earth is death, as it stands. Therefore, in the Indian tradition, this world is also called Mrityu Loka, the mortal world. Mrityu, mortal. Loka, world. So, Mrityu, death. So, this death, this world is really built for this purpose, that everything is plunged into the riddling night. Out of that riddling night will come the dazzling sun. All that is happening in the mortal world, on Mrityu Loka. It is not going to happen in heaven. It is not going to happen anywhere else in this creation at all. It is going to happen specifically on earth, which is the center of the manifestation in this creation. And He is the Lord of this earth. Therefore, thy reign. It's a very powerful phrase, thy reign, you see. Yes.
But after, when the Superman can come on earth, it will be no death. So it's no more his reign.
Yeah, but
No.
what is going to happen is, then you will see the true form of death. At the moment, at this stage, you are seeing this false form of death.
False. Yes, false.
What you are saying, behind him there is really the Lord Himself standing. You will see the true form of death at that point. And therefore, this is your reign now. So, as long as these two things are there, what you see, this death, is the dark form of the Supreme. But it is ultimately, really speaking, the form of the Supreme Himself. And therefore, in us, anomalous and tragic field. So, this earth, Mrityu, thy reign, they are again linked up, you see. Oh, death, this is the mystery of thy reign. In us, anomalous and tragic field. Anomalous, yeah, it looks very puzzling to us. So what? It looks very tragic also. There is suffering, there is grief, there is sorrow, there is pain, there is falsehood, there is ignorance, there is death, all those things that there. So it looks very tragic to us. the world looks like a failure of God. It's a failure of God, it's a tragic. And failure is always an orphan. Nobody will respect a person who has failed. He has no parents. He is left on the streets to suffer. And failure is always an orphan. When you are success, then there will be the applauding crowd around you. But when you have failed, nobody cares for you. Is it true?
No, not for Jesus. Not for Jesus.
Yeah.
Because I always say no competition. For this, we live in Jesus, he spoke about the child who was lost.
That's orphan.
How we call it? Orphan?
Orphan. I'm talking about orphan.
What you mean
Yeah,
by orphan?
yeah, yeah.
But
A child who has no parents, who is abandoned on the streets and living there.
yeah.
Nobody cares about him.
Jesus, he said, he left all his
Yeah, yeah,
children
yeah,
to go to his wife.
yeah. So that is what a failure is. Failure is an orphan. There are no parents for the failure. Nobody will take care of him at all. In earth's anomalous and tragic field, carried in its aimless journey where the sun made the foes marches to the great dumb star, a darkness occupied the fields of God, and matter's world was governed by thy shape. And then she clarifies, thy mask has covered the eternal's face. You have put on the mask, has covered the eternal's face. The bliss that made the world has fallen asleep. So the eternal in the world of death on Mrityuloka is an orphan. Bliss in the world of death in Mrityuloka is an orphan. Nobody takes care of him at all, you see. Abandoned in the vast, she slumbered on. Abandoned in the vast, she slumbered on. The bliss that made the world has fallen asleep. She. Who is she? Bliss. Yeah. Is clear there? Yeah. See, in English it is difficult. In French it becomes clear. La félicité. What is the word you using for bliss? Félicité? La félicité. That's right. Therefore it is. Yeah. Abandoned in the vast, she slumbered on, and evil transmutation overtook her members till she knew herself no more.